All right, great to have you. Welcome to the program. Thanks. It is the Joe Pag Show. Great radio stations all over, Newsmax TV, joepags.com for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, all of that. We're waiting for Dana Perino, her own self, to call in and going to talk about her brand new book about America's dog, Jasper. And the stories, I guess, of Jasper are to bring us together as a people and not be at each other's throats all the time because of which side of the aisle we're on. Well, that's kind of hard in this election cycle. It really is. It's kind of hard in this election cycle because there's so much going on. In fact, yesterday, you heard about this where Hillary Clinton, there's some concert for Hillary Clinton in Cleveland, Ohio coming up. And Jay-Z is going to be the headliner.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So maybe I missed something, and there's a chance. Every once in a while I'll miss something, not very often, for goodness sakes. Did you want to hear more audio from Tim Kaine's get-together?
Oh, you have more?
We actually, this I believe is a live feed.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, that's not.
More cricket.
Not audio from
no.
So yeah, there you go. For some reason, Jay-Z is going to headline this, and LeBron James, who lied and said that there is no such thing as locker room talk and men don't talk like that in the locker room. Look, I work out with guys who have been in professional locker rooms, and they're like, LeBron's not telling the truth about that. But Jay-Z is going to headline. Now, keep in mind, Michelle Obama said that Beyonce was a great role model for her daughters. And, of course, we know Beyonce is scantily clad and gyrates around on stage, and she calls it feminism for some reason. But, that allegedly is that's a role model for her kids. I'm like, nope, you don't want to talk about Michelle Obama? Okay, so let's talk about Hillary Clinton, who, remember what she said? She was horrified by what Donald Trump said 11 years ago. She was horrified by what he said. Horrified. And it turns out Jay-Z is going to headline a get-together for her. I'm going to make sure that the camera can't see this because the words are really, really nasty. I can't even say the name of the song, but one of Jay-Z's big hits. And again, I don't know much about Jay-Z's music because he's, to me, not talented. And the reason I say that is because when you've got to only rely on profanity and sexual words and phrases and let's do this and baby do that and body part the other thing and N-word the other thing, I'm not impressed. But the name of the song is the P word. And it's the same P word that Donald Trump used. And again, we're in a holding pattern for Dana Perino. We're waiting for her to call in. The P word that Donald Trump used that everybody is horrified by and the whole place is melting down because of the P word. That word is the name of the Jay-Z song. So I'm going to read the Jay-Z song lyrics. And what?
Be careful.
Yes, Mom. Again, the name of the song is the P word. Should I use a different word? Should I say person?
Sure. Okay.
Well, people know what the P word is.
We know. Yeah, we know what it is.
Well, the first thing is the power of the P word. I'm not even going to say person because I'll screw it up somehow. That's why every mother beep in the world dress fly. Every baller, I guess basketball player, I'm not sure, that can afford it, they cop the best ride for the power of the P word. And he spells it again. Let's have some fun. The power of the P word, that's why N-words get they haircut. Try to dress fly. Every baller that can afford it, cop the best ride for the power of the P word. This guy's going to headline the concert.
Oh, wow.
For Hillary Clinton in Cleveland, Ohio, where it's expected LeBron James will show up, the guy who's never heard that word before in his life, especially not in the locker room. It continues, I know this girl, we call her Sweet, I can't really say the middle name, Brown. Hands down, Mammy had the bombest P word in town. One dip in the girl pool, that's all it took. One sample of the, and I can't say the word, and ass was whooped. Have you buying Gucci sandals matching pocketbooks, blowing up her beeper, ringing her phone off the hook. ball players, they spent money, rappers, they spent time, all the while both claiming that they never spent a dime. Business guys, you were victimized. This whole song is about the P word. Have them paying rent on condos in a Miami high-rise. They ask her, who's P word? This. Look her right in the eyes. She say, this P word, yours, daddy. Look her right in the eyes. Tell him nothing but lies. He's headlining the concert. He's headlining it. The entire thing is about a woman's body part. The name of the song is the woman's body part. The entire subject of the song is a woman's body part. He's headlining a concert for Hillary Clinton, who is horrified by what Donald Trump said. Horrified. I mean, this isn't on a hidden microphone. This isn't on a private conversation. This is a song that was written, performed, and sold in either CD, MP3, or record form by a guy who is a vehement supporter of Hillary Clinton. That's what this is. I would play you the song, but Carrie, I'm guessing I can't play the song.
Yeah, probably not. Get in a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah, will not be playing the song.
Mm-mm. Dude.
So, yeah, it's the P word. Now, I wonder if he's going to perform that at the get-together for Hillary Clinton.
No.
I mean, if he does, then it'll possibly be the first time LeBron James has ever heard the P word.
You think so?
Well, there's no such thing as locker room talk, according to LeBron James.
Right.
Huge supporter of Hillary Clinton, by the way. Question that and a lot of people still talking about early voting on the line, and I'll get to you in a second. But a question that I wanted to also pose is this. If you're voting for Hillary Clinton, why? It's not a trick question. It's a real question. And I challenge you, if you want to call me and tell me that you're voting for or you have voted for Hillary Clinton, I challenge you in answering the question why, I challenge you to not use opponent or Donald Trump or Trump in your answer. Tell me why you're in support of Hillary Clinton. Tell me why you can't wait to go vote for her. Tell me what it is that that has pushed you that way. Again, in a holding pattern for Dina Perino, we're hoping to have her on shortly on the hotline, and hopefully we'll get her to call in. Meantime, let me go back to the phone lines. I asked the question earlier about voting. Why are people early voting? Why exactly are the lines as long as they are? Let's go to Nick, who's in Stuart, Florida. Nick, what's going on? Hi, talk to me.
Hey, Joe, how are you, sir? Listen, two things, okay? I saw a story that a postal worker destroyed a whole pile of Trump votes, which is a federal and a felony across the United States.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you see on social media. That was a social media post. There is no proof that ever happened. It sounded like he was full of crap. Might not even been working for the post office.
Okay, let's say it didn't happen. I'm a retired police sergeant. Let's just make that void.
Yes, sir.
However, the other thing that's very interesting is that in the 16 battleground states, and we know this to be a fact, George Soros, his people are running those machines, and that's a real threat. So here's my solution.
Yeah.
You go to vote, and they say you have to use the machine. You demand a paper ballot. After you vote and sign, you take a photograph of that paper ballot. Okay, and that's, I think, a way to defeat the George Soros machine.
Well, how exactly could you prove that your ballot was one that was thrown away? I mean, how could you, or not counted? You couldn't.
Well, but the point is this, Joe. You're going to have a paper ballot versus a machine-calculated ballot, and then it'll be hand-counted. That's how we've done it in the years past. This is nothing new about counting ballots. In fact, it was more accurate in the old days anyway.
Well, what proof do you have of that?
I'm sorry?
What proof do you have that it was more accurate in the old days?
Because it was much simpler. People voted, they put their mark on, they signed it, and it was tabulated.
Yeah. Well, listen, I hear where you're coming from, and I understand your concerns, and I agree with your concerns. But I think that saying things like, "Yeah, some postal worker did this," that doesn't float for me. I mean, it's got to be a real story. And saying it was better in the old days because you feel like it was, well, that doesn't tell me anything either. I am very concerned about the voting machines. Nick, I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. I am very concerned about the voting machines. I'm very concerned about a possible connection to George Soros. I'm very concerned about all of that. I think that the old days where you had X number from the Republican Party, X number from the Democrat Party, all overseeing each other made perfect sense. I don't know that we have that kind of oversight with election machines. I agree with you on the idea that the voting machines are suspect in that we don't have the ability to go back and check. And with paper ballots, you did. The problem is if somebody's going to cheat, they're going to cheat. And they're going to throw away the paper ballot whether you take a picture with it or not. We have to have full oversight from both parties, full representation from both parties. And if there's any veracity at all to these voting machines, not including a vote for Trump or actually switching a vote for Trump to Clinton, we need to get to the bottom of it now before we get to November 8th. I appreciate your concerns, Nick. 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com. Stay right here.